There are moments in life that arrive quietly, without noise or warning, yet carry the power to redirect an entire future. If you're reading or listening to this now, consider it one of those rare moments, one where a part of you is ready for change, clarity, and the next version of yourself. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. You are here because you are ready to awaken to your potential, to recognize your strength, and to embrace the life you were meant to create. For a long time, it may have felt like your life was paused, like you were putting in effort without seeing results. You were moving, but not progressing. Trying, but not transforming. Yet today marks a shift, not because of external miracles, but because of internal awareness. You are stepping into a new mindset, a new level of resilience, and a new understanding of your worth. The journey over the past years, those long, exhausting days, was not wasted. You endured heartbreak, confusion, people leaving, plans failing, and moments where you wondered if you could keep going. You carried responsibilities on tired shoulders, worked through pressure no one else saw, and rebuilt yourself with pieces no one else noticed. Others saw your smile, but only you knew the weight behind it. Others saw your strength, but only you knew the battles that shaped it. Others saw you functioning, but only you knew you were running on empty. Despite everything, here you are, still standing, still reaching, still hoping. That alone is proof of how powerful and resilient you are. Every setback you endured taught you resilience. Every disappointment clarified your priorities. Every challenge strengthened your boundaries. You were not being punished, you were being prepared. You were not being diminished, you were being refined. And now you stand at a turning point. This is the moment where your past no longer dictates your path, where mistakes no longer define your identity, and where fear no longer controls your choices. The truth is simple: you are no longer the person you used to be. The challenges that once drained you are losing their power. The patterns that held you back are breaking. The emotional weight that felt endless is easing. You are becoming more aware, more intentional, and more aligned with your purpose. But every new level of life requires conscious choice, and today you are invited to make that choice. Will you rise or will you repeat? To rise, 3 doors must close, completely, firmly, and without hesitation. The first door is the door of draining connections. Some people are not harmful, they are simply heavy. They take your time, your energy, your confidence, or your peace. They bring chaos into your calm, stress into your quiet, and confusion into your clarity. You may have kept some of these people in your life out of loyalty, habit, or fear of being misunderstood, but deep down, you already know who cannot continue with you into your next season. It's time to release what drains you, not out of anger, but out of self-respect. Letting go is not cruelty. It is self-preservation, alignment, and growth. The second door is the door of hidden habits. Everyone has patterns they return to in moments of stress, habits that feel comforting but quietly sabotage progress. Maybe it's negative self-talk, procrastination, emotional decisions, or staying small because being visible feels risky. These patterns have cost you time, opportunities, confidence, and peace. But today you gain the awareness needed to break them, not slowly, not someday, but starting now. Tell your old habits, your chapter is closed. Remind yourself, I am becoming someone stronger. Every time the old pattern calls, respond with truth. I am outgrowing this. The third door is the door of fear. Fear has been a constant whisper: fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of change. It convinced you to stay comfortable instead of courageous, quiet instead of confident, hesitant instead of intentional. Fear is losing its place in your story. The only way to silence it is through action. One bold step, one uncomfortable choice, one moment of courage. In the next 24 hours, do one thing fear has talked you out of. Send the message, start the project, make the call, take the chance. Small steps become strong patterns become new futures, and new futures become the life you've been striving for. Whenever you grow, your past will try to pull you back. Old emotions may resurface, old conflicts may reappear, old temptations may visit you again, old patterns may try to lure you in. This is not failure. This is not a sign that nothing has changed. This is simply a test to see if you are ready for the new season you've prepared for. Stand firm. Do not reopen closed doors. Do not argue with old versions of yourself. Do not return to what you have outgrown. You have come too far to shrink now. Two paths lie ahead. Path 1, you hear this message and say, maybe later. You keep the same habits, the same fears, and the same relationships. Life stays familiar, but stagnant. Nothing changes. You survive, but you don't rise. Path 2, you respond. You close the doors. You choose growth over comfort. You choose courage over fear. You choose progress over hesitation. Slowly, then suddenly, everything begins to shift. Opportunities appear. Peace increases, energy returns. Purpose becomes clear. Not because of luck, but because you decided to live differently. If your heart feels this moment, if your mind recognizes this shift, declare it. Write in the comments, I choose growth or I choose breakthrough. Not for superstition, but for accountability, clarity, and intention. Like this message so you continue receiving positivity. Subscribe so you stay connected to content that strengthens you. Share this message with someone who needs encouragement. This is your turning point, your beginning, your moment to rise. Remember, change is not passive. Growth is not accidental. Resilience speaks and action confirms it. Your future is not determined by your past. It is determined by the decisions you make now. You have the opportunity to step forward with courage, to close the doors that held you back, to move beyond fear, and to embrace a life that aligns with your true potential. The steps you take today are not just actions, they are declarations of who you are becoming, statements of the life you are willing to fight for, and commitments to the person you are meant to be. Rise now, close the doors, take the step. Choose your future. And as you move forward, carry the knowledge that your resilience has prepared you for this moment. Your energy, your focus, your courage, and your clarity are your tools. Your past has shaped you, but it does not define you. You are ready to step into a season of alignment, peace, progress, and fulfillment. This is your turning point. Your breakthrough begins now, your growth begins now, your life begins now.